It's something, one of those times when you just can't use the past as a way to predict the future, because the Diamonds seem to have a new attitude, and that's what Aaron Miles was saying in the pregame show today. They don't seem to be waiting around for someone to make it happen. They feel like they can make it happen, and it's a lot to say about 1 week of baseball, but it has been a big week of baseball for the Diamonds, and they've been hitting the ball out of the park like crazy, and they had that incredible game last night. They're 4-1 for this week, and if they can win today, it'll be their first 5-win week of the season, and that's a big deal, as there are only 3+ weeks left in the Pacific Association year. Travis Blackley on the mound against Mark Lindsay, then Jake Taylor and Kyle Yolande here in the top of the fourth. The pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, brand new life for the Diamonds, brand new life for Travis Blackley. If he had that tough first inning, put up a couple of zeros, Diamonds offense has come back.
Yeah, they made a game out of it, and that's as it should be. As the pitch is a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Mark Lindsay, who struck out looking back in the first inning. The Pacifics started it off in a big way by getting 2 singles and then a Wes Wallace home run. Welcome home, Wes. Hits it over the left field fence. This pitch is ground ball left side to Valera at shortstop. He picks it up and throws across the diamond, and it kind of eats up Canella. Did he hold on? No. He is off the bag, they say, and Canella is not agreeing with the call, but he was stretching to get the throw from Valera and pulled his foot off the bag, is what the umpire says. And Travis Blackley is, I don't know, I think making a claim in his behalf. And now Aaron Miles is out. He's going to, we just saw a look at it. I don't know if we can get another look on the replay to see if Canella is on the bag or not, because it looked like we had a good shot. Here's the replay.
It looks like Valera's got time. He goes into the hole to backhand this play. Looks like he gets there in plenty of time to make it, and his throw is just wide right. And that's going to pull Canella off the bag. Probably end up being a throwing error, so I would think the runner, Lindsay, is going to reach on an E6.
So now the umpires are having a discussion. Now we've seen umpires turn. Now they say he's safe at first base. So, and I think that's the right call, because that replay, it was pretty clear. So Mark Lindsay will be on at first. Jake Taylor will come to the plate. He's not the beer batter. He's the mystery batter. What's he doing in the 8th batting position? We don't know the answer to that. But now he's up with a runner at first. The Diamonds have climbed back into a ball game here. They immediately went down 3-0. Now it is 3-2 after they pick up 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. Blackley looks at first. Here's the pitch to Taylor, and he lifts it high and deep to center field. Back goes Smith, just still going back to the warning track, and he makes the catch.
Taylor able to give that one a ride, looking for home run number 11. But that one dies a couple of steps ahead of the warning track, as Smith's able to track it down for out number 1.
Mark Lindsay retreats to first base, and Jake would have gotten a little bit of help from the wind. It's blowing straight out to center field, but it's not very strong. So, well, it certainly wasn't enough help on that one. 1 out, 1 on. Kyle Yolande steps in here against Blackley. The pitch is swung and bounded to the left side. Then Blatnick steps in front of Valera, bobbles the ball, throws to first, not in time.
Boy, that's a tough one for Blatnick. He didn't bobble it that much. As we take a look at the replay here on BayAreaSports.tv, but just enough of a bobble. Recovered very quickly, but not in time to get the runner going down to first base, and that's going to be the second error of the inning for Pittsburgh.
And this has just been bad defense on behalf of the Diamonds. In fact, last night the Diamonds had some bad defense at the start of that game. You know, Steyerwalt was not pitching poorly, he just was pitching in poor luck. And right now that would be Blackley's case, with runners at first and second now, and 1 out. Don Andre Clark, representing the top of the order, steps in here, and he takes a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
And also yesterday for Steyerwalt, I mean, what was it? 3 infield, 4 infield base hits in the early going against him? It was just some tough luck for Tyler.
Blackley looks back at second base. To the plate. swung on and popped up, and it's going to be fouled behind the plate. Bracamonte comes back, but will not have a shot at it as it pounds on top of the tin roof on top of us. And what is the song? The Love Shack by the B-52s.
It's a little old place where...
You got it. And what did they say in the middle when they go, and everyone stops? They say, tin roof, rusted. Now you know what they say in the middle of Love Shack, and you can sing it your very own self. And we have a tin roof ourselves.
Oh, thank you for that, Scott.
Tin roof, rusted, okay.
I've got a tin ear.
1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch to Clark is outside for a ball. It's 2-1. That's a great song. You want to get the party going, you put that song on.
That's one of those songs that just reminds me. When I hear it, I immediately think 80s. It takes me right back to that.
I immediately think cocktails. And too many of them. 2-1. Ball 3-1 now to Clark. As Blackley's having a hard time finding the plate all of a sudden. You got Mark Lindsay on at second base after a throw draws the first baseman, Canella, off the bag. Taylor flies out to center, and then Yolande grounds to Morgan Blatnick at third, who drops the ball, picks it up, but then can't throw it in time. And now there's a walk to Don Andre Clark, and as soon as the Diamonds pull within 1 run, the Pacifics are loading the bases with all kinds of problems here in the 4th inning.
Pair of errors, and by rights this inning should be over, and instead the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Rando Moreno will come up here. He singled in the first, and he popped out to the first baseman back in the 3rd inning. He's up here with the bases loaded and 1 down. 3-2 in favor of San Rafael. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Look back at second for Blackley. Come to the plate, and the pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0.
Tough inning here for Travis, trying to pitch around not 1 but 2 errors. And right here you got Moreno, who does run pretty well. A tough guy to double up.
1-0 count, the 1-0 pitch. It's swung on line drive right side, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Coming in to score is Lindsay, and right behind him is Yolande, and 2 runs score for San Rafael on that kind of slicing line drive single that off the bat of Rando Moreno. And so 2 RBIs for Moreno, 2 more runs for San Rafael, and it's back to 5-2 after the Diamonds had pulled within 1.
The Diamonds really ashamed there that they had cut the lead to 1 run, and already the 2 runs the Pacifics have gotten right back here, and now Wes Wallace steps in as the Pacifics have them cornered. So they've already got the crooked number up there, and they could make this a very ugly inning in a hurry. With the power guy Wes Wallace up, of course, that 3-run home run, his 12th of the year.
5-2 in favor of the Pacifics. There goes the runner to second. There goes the throw. Now the runner's coming from third, and Garcia tries to tag him. He doesn't get him. Don Andre Clark comes in to score. And we have seen a lot of that with runners at the corners. Moreno heads to second, and a throw went down from Bracamonte to Garcia, who had to leap to make the catch, tried to tag him between his legs, could not make the tag, and in safely at second base is Moreno. Meanwhile, Clark is going as the ball is thrown to second base, and he easily comes in to score. And so another run comes in, and the Diamonds did nothing on that play at all to help themselves, and just help San Rafael. They give up a base, and they also give up a run.
Yeah, that was one of the situations, too, where Moreno got such a good jump. You could see right away that they weren't going to throw him out. The throw goes down to second base, and the runner, Don Andre, comes on home, and there's no return throw coming back to the plate. They didn't have a chance to get anybody on that play.
Right. Just throwing the ball around the diamond while the Pacifics run. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wes Wallace here with a runner at second, 1 out. We're in the top of the 4th inning. 3 runs have scored for San Rafael. Blackley looks back at second. Comes to the plate. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2, and it's 1-2 to Wes Wallace. Blackley was a questionable starter up until about 15 minutes before game time. He was suffering some stiffness and didn't know if he would be able to pitch today. And after throwing the ball around and getting warmed up and stuff, he said he would be all right. But he has now given up 6 runs, easily his worst performance of the season. And you wonder what kind of stiffness he may have had or still has or what's going on. This pitch is swung on and missed by Wes Wallace, and he is tagged out by Bracamonte. Then he throws down there after tagging him. So that will be a double out for Wallace, and the inning's over. No. Nope, it's only 1 out for Wallace. 1 strikeout. He has 2 strikeouts here and a home run. And Brent Gillespie will step up with a runner at second base in Rando Moreno.
It was just a tough inning to get around with a couple of strikeouts. Jake Taylor, the guy who really hit the ball hard, and he just flew out to center field, but 2 errors in 1 inning, chances are you're not going to pitch around that without having some damage done.
First pitch to Gillespie is a strike. It's 0-1, and that brings Bracamonte out to discuss something with Blackley, which
lead me to think that he was crossed up possibly a little bit. That good-looking breaking ball that Brock didn't seem to have any trouble with, but he got out of his crouch so quickly to run out there. It almost makes me think that
well, Blackley is Australian, and in the Southern Hemisphere, the signs are the other direction. So I think there's a problem with that.
I was thinking a cross-up, but that's the only thing. I didn't think about the whole hemisphere thing,
yeah.
So that's a good point.
Good day, matey. This is fouled away. But the count is 0-2. But I know parts of Venezuela must be in the Southern Hemisphere. Got to be.
Wow. I'm trying to picture where the equator goes, and
it's right across the top
idea.
of Latin America, right the top of South America, is Ecuador and all that, as I believe. Swung on and missed by Gillespie, and that will do it here for the San Rafael Pacifics in the 4th inning. But they do their damage. 2 diamond errors, 1 base hit for San Rafael. And as we go to the bottom of the 4th, the score is now the Pacific 6 and the Diamonds 2. It is Puerto Rican Heritage Day here at Splendor Chevrolet Stadium, and they're having a raffle of some tickets to support families in Puerto Rico. And the tough times they're having in Puerto Rico since the hurricanes last year, and that poor island has been wiped out, and the rebuilding process has been slow, etc. Man, pitch is swung on and fouled away, and it's going to be out of play. No balls and 1 strike to Kaz Canella leading off here in the bottom of the 4th, followed by Zach Rapaz and Jose Garcia.
You talk about the hurricane relief being slow. Last reports I saw, a bunch of the islands still doesn't have electricity.
Yeah, it's and when you do have electricity, it's a lot of the world is like this. You get electricity for an hour a day, and then it doesn't come back on. 1 ball, 1 strike to Canella. This pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And we are happy to have them here. It is an exciting, full crowd here at the Diamonds game, and they are noisy and fun and having a good time. That pitch is popped up left side. Here comes the third baseman, Files, and over comes the catcher, but neither one's going to have a play, and we're going to have another chance for Canella to take a swing.
And all I can say is with this turnout and the way everybody's just in this good mood and really enjoying this game, how many more groups can we get out here? We should have one every day.
Well, we should, and of course, it's easy to arrange, and I have my family and friends out here, and we've got a lovely area where people can gather and have their be together and watch the game.
Right.
And this pitch hits Canella in the head on the helmet, and he will walk down to first base, and Eric Thompson immediately ran out from behind home plate to stand between Canella and the pitcher, but I can't imagine any reason he'd be throwing at Canella.
A couple of nights ago, we almost had ourselves a beanball war as we look at this, but I'm sure that's just unintentional. Angel Ventura has been having some problems here of late with his control, and he just missed with that one.
Although it is not hard to understand that when you get hit in the head by a fastball, you might be a little bit miffed, even if it wasn't intentional. I wish
Where am I?
I wish you wouldn't do that.
Ouch.
Zach Rapaz steps up here. The first pitch to him from Ventura is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. The Diamonds, with a runner at first and nobody out here, bottom of the fourth, they crawled back from a 3-0 deficit to make it 3-2, only to promptly have the score increased to 6-2 where they are now. This pitch is a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
So anyway, I'm looking out there at Angel Ventura. I turn to our public address announcer, Paula, give her a few clues. I'm trying to think of who this guy reminds me of, and she got it.
Pitch is fouled off, and the count is now 2-1, and the answer is?
Portola Colon.
Portola Floron.
Colon. Portola Colon.
Okay.
Pitched for the A's for a little while. Of course, Portola, he's much older, much heavier, so Angel, a much younger, slimmer version, but she was right on it.
2-1 pitch is high for ball 3. It's 3 balls and 1 strike to Zach Rapaz with Cos Canela on at first after being hit by a pitch. Jose Garcia in the on-deck circle. Diamonds down by 4 here in the 4th. Ventura to the plate. Strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes now.
So the Pacific's able to take advantage of a couple of miscues by the Diamonds after this hit by pitch. Let's see if the Diamonds can take advantage of that here in this inning.
Full count, 3-2 pitch 1, hit deep to left field. Coming over is the left fielder and Wallace, and he's not going to get it. It's gone. A home run for Zach Rapaz. 2 runs come in to score, and the Diamonds have cut the lead to 6-4.
Talk about take advantage. Take advantage, he did. Zach Rapaz turns on one, squares it up, and right over the in and out sign and the 329-foot sign there in left field, and the Diamonds back within 2. And for whatever it is, Scott, we started talking about it, and ever since then, the Diamonds have just found their home run stroke.
They haven't. And now the fences don't seem anywhere near as far away as they were for the first part of that season. That is it for Mr. Ventura. We're going to have a replacement pitcher. You know, when that last half inning ended, when the Diamonds were getting off of the baseball field, there were words between Nick DeBar and Travis Blackley, and they weren't happy words. It wasn't, how's the family? It was unhappiness, and I'm not sure what was said, but it was something to keep an eye on, and they were visibly upset. Now, I don't know if that might have played into I don't know if that might have played into Eric Thompson being concerned about Cos Canela being hit by the pitch following those tough words. Right now, if you want to talk about détente, perhaps, you could look at the third base coaching box, and there's Aaron Miles talking to Kavanaugh, the manager for the Pacifics, and they seem to be having a perfectly fine conversation. There they are right now. And
I certainly didn't see anything that you think would.
I think it was something verbal was said that's got under someone's skin. I'm not sure what it was. You remember moments like that. I remember last year when the Diamonds pulled off in the ninth inning, pulled off the hidden ball trick against San Rafael. And the Pacifics were so upset they charged the field eventually. I mean, there was a building argument. I don't know what they were really arguing against. They were just caught red-handed or caught flat-footed or something. That was so funny to watch. But they, so angry they stormed the field, and then they had to go back. So the Diamonds have 2 runs in here with a home run from Zach Rapaz after Cos Canela gets hit by a pitch. That brings in a brand new pitcher for the Pacifics, and that is Quinn Pippin. Quinn Pippin steps in here on his 18th appearance on the year. He has pitched 34 innings before this. He has 21 walks, 23 strikeouts, 1 win, no losses, and a 7.15 earned run average. He'll step up here and face Jose Garcia, the first batter. Garcia doubled to kind of break the spell on Ventura back in the 3rd inning and came around to score. This pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. That was a strike? Well, that's an 0-1 count. So, but anyway, Garcia did score. I didn't lie about that part. 0-1 pitch. The Swan bound to the left side. Files makes a nice pickup at third base and throws to first to get him out, and that's out number 1.
No, Zach fielded that very smoothly. I was thinking, well, that's probably going to be that short hop when you go for the backhand that comes up a little too far and hits you on the heel of the glove. But Files handled that one like he's been doing it for a million years and makes it look pretty routine.
Well, we are here on a Sunday afternoon in Winter Chevrolet Stadium. Thank you for joining us on Mixler.com or on this pitch is swung on a miss, a strike to Brett Smith at 0-1, or on the BayAreaSports.tv. Of course, carried on the Pittsburg Diamonds YouTube channel. And we hope everyone's getting used to that. Of course, you can also go to the webpage, buy tickets to the game, and read our brilliant blog, and click your way to the video and the audio. Here's a pitch, bloop to the right side, coming out of the first baseman and the second baseman, falls in front of, in between 3 people, and short right field, and that will put Brett Smith on at first base.
Boy, talk about just find some open space as we see Brett just hit a pop-up here, and this right in between a trio of Pacifics. They had the triangle going, and if they had kept going, that would have been a 3-man collision out there.
That was the Bermuda Triangle of the outfield with Yolande, Gillespie, and Dempster all converging on each other. You can see how close it could come to something bad happening, but they avoided any kind of collision. Morgan Blatnick, runner at first. 1 down. 2 runs in. It is 6-4. The pitch is inside. A nice save by Lindsay to keep that ball from going to the backstop. 1 ball and no strikes.
That was very close to the legs of Blatnick. He didn't move the feet a whole lot. He kind of bent at the waist to get out of the way. And really, the Pacifics are very fortunate that wasn't another hit by pitch.
1-0 count. Throw to first, and Smith is back in. Go ahead.
Well, one thing the Diamonds have not been short of this year, even though they'd like to have more wins on the season than they do, but well, the games sure have been exciting.
Pitch is inside and low, and that makes the count go to 2 balls and no strikes here on Blatnick. Brett Smith on at first. There's 1 down.
In my several years with the club, Scott, the one thing they've always been able to do, at least even if they haven't come back and won some of the games, they get down, they're always able to, or at least it seems they're always able to come back with some runs and make things interesting.
Well, they've come back twice today, and they are trying to come back some more to get back even, to get even here. It is 6-4 in favor of San Rafael. That pitch is low for a ball. That's 3 balls and no strikes to Morgan Blatnick. Brett Smith is on at first, and in the on-deck circle is Gabriel Bracamonte. Quinn Pippin on the mound. Here's the pitch. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Hitter's count here for Blatnick. He's going to get that fastball. I'm thinking about Morgan, not huge power numbers, but he has displayed power at times. He certainly can turn on one.
3-1 throw to first base, and Brett Smith back in.
With the hit by pitch to Canella and then the 2-run blast by Rapaz, that's all for Ventura. Let's see what the Diamonds can do now.
This pitch is a strike, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Blatnick, with Smith on at first, who may or may not be going here.
Good time to run here. You got a guy who handles the bat well, doesn't strike out much. And a guy who can run out there in Smith.
3-2 count. The 3-2 pitch is bound to the right side. Stopped at first baseman Gillespie. Throws to second for 1. Back to first in time for the double play. Nice play by Gillespie to get that started. And that's a double play for Blatnick. The Diamonds, though, get 2 runs here in the 4th inning. when Canelo is hit by a pitch, and Zach Rapaz follows that with a home run. We're going to the 5th inning with the score, San Rafael 6 and Pittsburg 4. Here we go to the top of the 5th inning. The Diamonds come right back with 2 runs after falling behind 6-2, and now it is 6-4 in favor of San Rafael. 6 runs, 7 hits for the Pacifics, 4 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors for the Diamonds. Corey Dempster, Zach Files, and Mark Lindsay scheduled to hit here in inning number 5 for San Rafael, the once and current, and who knows about the future leaders of the Pacific Association.
Yeah, coming in at top, tall, tied with Sonoma, 38 wins apiece. And everybody else, well, fairly good ways out of first place. Vallejo in 3rd, but Admirals coming in at the start of today's play, 8 games off the pace.
Yeah, you've got to, with only 28 games left, this pitch is popped up foul. After today, there will be 22 games left. And if you're 8 games back and the other team plays 500 ball in 22 games, that's 11-11. You have to do 19-2. You have to be 19-2 to catch him.
Scotty with the math. And folks, he's got no calculator right now. It's all off the top of his head.
Pitch a low rolling grounder to Morgan Blackdick. He scoops it up and he throws him out. So much for Corey Dempster.
1 pitch, 1 out. Nice way to start the inning for Travis. How can he move through here and get that shutdown inning? Right now the Diamonds with some momentum, and they talk about shutdown innings. And you don't hear about momentum nearly as much in baseball as the other sports, but that's usually when they talk about it. So Diamonds would love to get back in the dugout here after the Blackley puts up a 0.
Zach Files grounds ball to the right side, and it is foul for a strike. It's 0-1. Diamonds here today, and now they're going to have a 6-game road trip. They're going to be on the road for their longest road trip of the year, and it's going to be one of their last road trips. They play the Pacifics twice and then go to Martinez twice, and then against the Vallejo Admirals for the final 2 games they'll play against Vallejo next weekend. This pitch is low for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Diamonds have lots of games against the Clippers and the Silverados left, but the Clippers and the Silverados have improved.
They have.
Blackley on the mound here. 1 out. This pitch is high for a ball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. This is inning number 5 for Blackley. He started today. Not sure he was going to start today. And there was a big doubt about whether he or Solano would get the start because he came up with stiffness in his body. This pitch is a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then he decided in the last minute he was okay. He was going to go ahead and pitch, and he has pitched. He's given up 6 runs, 7 hits.
Well, the second 3, though, trying to pitch around those 2 errors in the first 3 hitters, that was really tough.
2-2 count. The pitch is very high for ball 3. It's 3-2 now to Zach Files with 1 out. Files singled in the first inning and then struck out in the 3rd inning. Count is full. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. So now there's a runner at first. Mark Lindsay will come to the plate. Lindsay was the first recipient of an error back in the 4th inning when Valera had a problem throwing the ball wide of first and drawing Canella off the bag when he tried to save it. Now Blackley with a runner at first. We have not, I don't know if we've even seen him throw over to first base today. I know he's had at least a base runner or 2, but it is fascinating to watch people go in the wrong direction when he does throw to first base. This pitch is swung and fouled at the plate. and it's 0-1.
So Travis, having seen Travis throw out a runner, pick off a runner at first base earlier in the year, and just the fact that he was here for some time last year, the word gets around. It gets around quickly, and sometimes you get those situations, Scott, where people just go, just stop trying to do it against him because he's just too good at that.
0-1 count, the 0-1 pitch bounded towards the hole on the left side of the field, but Blatnick cuts it off, throws a second for one on the first double play. Blatnick to Garcia to Canella, and the Diamonds turn their own double play here in the top of the 5th inning to shut down San Rafael. We're going to the bottom of the 5th with the score, the Pacific 6 and the Diamonds 4.